Alright, welcome. It's going to be a very nice clan war against, remember the game's Doom Squad and GdA SC2. We're currently just waiting on our player to pound out his game and be jumping into it. For the meantime, it is going to be a Protoss versus Zerg, and it's going to be on Deathra. No, it's on Lightshade. Lightshade. Blah. I hate when they do that to me. Huh, weird. But yeah, it's actually on Lightshade. Not quite sure where this went sour at. That's weird. See, originally they said we're skipping over first map, but in a sense of it, our players are set to the first map. So, technically, I'm a little confused. I do know we're only playing 3 games tonight, and we're playing one in a different day. But, yeah, currently what I have is Void is playing on Deathra. Yeah, you made the wrong map. It is supposed to be on Deathra. It is a Protoss versus Zerg on Deathra, and as you guys can see, it is in favor for Zerg for 50.3%. Pretty even map for this matchup, so it's going to be very nice to see where these players go. Yeah, he does have 15 minutes before it is considered a walkover. We're currently 5 minutes into it, so we do have a little bit of time before the walkover is granted, but he is here, so when he shows up, we will be hopping into it. Until then, all we can do is just sit here and wait. A little bit of downtime. Never hurt anybody, except for the pride of some. But yeah, I'm assuming he's on in Europe right now, just considering he's not on NA. Alright, there he is. So he's going to be a Protoss against Zerg. Apparently he had to play against Mana. Ah, those are some new ones. I'm not quite sure what's getting sent over. Maybe that's Discord's new little hype that you got a little message. Not quite sure. But yeah, we'll be hopping right into it once we do get these players loaded up, as we are loaded. So yeah, exciting. Protoss versus Zerg on Deathra LE. Dun dun dun. Should be live. It says we're live. We're double checking to make sure it's live. But without further ado, let's get to it. spawning in the top left-hand corner representing GdA, we have Reaper. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner representing, remember the game, we have Void. Except for the pride of some. So yeah, we're live on that channel, so that's always a good thing. But we'll have to see which direction Reaper wants to take it. We do see a very, very quick spawning pool, so it is always crazy to see where it wants to go from there. We'll have to see exactly how Void wants to respond to this. Currently, we know how he likes to play it, but we'll have to see if Reaper knows. Alright, we do got a Nexus and then a Pylon Scout coming from Void. He is going to be scouting this out a little bit late, but he will be seeing it nonetheless. And he's going to be putting down his forge right now. Very good direction coming from Void to secure this expansion. We do have the hatchery coming from Reaper after a spawning pool and 6 lings. Going to go into a double gas and a quick little Robo. He's definitely, or not Robo, Roaches, my bad. Very good block coming out of Void to make sure that his opponent was not able to get that expansion as fast as he would like. As we do have Void's expansion all but finished up, and it's actually going to be giving him a very good idea on when his lings will be at his base, so he's going to have a little bit of time to prepare for this. And he's going to be just doing a full wall off with the actual cannon in the wall. This is actually going to be able to buy him a little bit of time and actually save himself from these lings, because this cannon is not going to be done in time. I'm kind of curious if he's going to be canceling this first gateway to give himself a little leap, or if he's just going to use this to expand up and around. We'll have to see how he wants to play it. But we do got these lings actually going to town on this gateway, but it's not going to be able to do enough damage, and it's going to be pushing these lings back. Very good direction coming from Void, as he is going to be canceling the second gateway and putting down a cyber core. We currently only have 3 roaches, technically 2 roaches and a Ravager on the field for Reaper, as it's going to be a 1 base all in, as he is very, very low on the drone count. Currently there's only 11 drones to 24 probes. We do have the Cybercore finishing up, but there's currently no units out on the map for Void, and this is actually going to be very hard to hold, especially with the 2 Ravengers out there. It was a very nice play coming from Reaper to actually punish his opponent the best way he knows how, and he's actually going to be putting down a couple bios evenly placed onto this to actually cancel out any type of defense coming from it. Currently, we do have the Reapers coming in, or the Ravengers coming in, and it's actually going to be met by the cannon and a couple probes as well. A couple bios going down onto the cannon, and I'm not quite sure if it's going to be enough to actually cancel this out, as the shield battery is going to be finishing up. Alright, let's do this real fast, because I do not like people like this in my channel. Alright. Ban hammer. I don't normally ban people, but I do ban people that come to my channel and actually do some stupid shit. We do not put up with that. We do got a bio going down, but we do got the Void Ray actually finishing at the current moment in time, and this is actually going to be very devastating. But we do got the 14 probes going down, and it's going to be very hard for Void to push forward. But as long as he stabilizes, he's actually in a very good position, as he is on 2 Nexus, as his opponent is only on the 1 hatchery. We do got this Void Ray actually pushing everything back at the current moment in time, and it does look like Void will be stabilizing. Very good hold coming from Void. He did lose the 15 workers, but in sense of it, he is still up by the 8 workers. Nine workers again. We do got a forward pylon coming from Void. We'll have to see exactly what he's going to want to do with that as well. As we do got 2 Ravagers and 2 Roaches pretty much on the 4th of, well, like the 5th of Voids. As we do got the Void Ray running across the map, and it is going to be seeing exactly nothing that can shoot up, and it is going to be very devastating for Reaper to notice exactly what direction his opponent went into. And without him not building a Queen, this is going to be a good game. There's just not nothing here for him to actually defend this, and he's actually going to be losing a few units back at home until this Void Ray does pop, and it is actually going to be well played coming from Void to actually push it out. Very good dancing, and he's actually able to bile down a couple of his own units. Good game, well played coming from Void. Very well played in that manner. Kind of forced his opponent's hand, and once his opponent's hand was already forced by himself, all Void really had to do was hold back. As we do see from the army graph, it was definitely Reaper's game to hold and keep it going, but he had too much across the field and not enough at home, as the resource collection tab was definitely in favor for Void. And it was a little bit too early for upgrades, but definitely the workers were the key motion of that game. Very well played game coming from Void. We'll be hopping right into our next match. It is going to be Warlock against Roro. Zuri against Terran. Always intense to see such a matchup. It's going to be on Lightshade, one of the more interesting maps out there. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one. Oh my god, why are you not working? Some things that this program is still having some problems with and everything else, but as you guys can see from Zuri against Terran, it is actually in prominating for Terran in a commanding 50.8%. We'll get our next player in here and we will get right into it. But yeah, very interesting map for Protoss against Zerg. I do like how the third is so far out there. It really gives the Zerg user the chance to go either which direction with it. But yeah, it was very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, we will be hopping right into it. But yeah, like I said, I do like this map in the sense of the direction that one can actually head or go into, with the third being so far out or up or however direction you want to call it and stuff. It really gives the Zerg user an advantage on map control in my eyes. It makes it really hard for somebody to push into that third if that third is so far out or if it's right in front. But without further ado, we will have to see how these players take it. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, representing GdA or GdA, we have Roro. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, representing, remember the game's Doom Squad, we have Warlock. Yeah, we do got a very standard build coming out from both players at the current moment. We don't have a 12 pole or any SCBs running across the map, so it's going to be quite interesting to see where these players want to go, if they want to take it into the long game or more towards the middle game. We do got an SCV scout coming across for Roro, as we do have the Nexus hatchery first coming from Warlock. It actually looks like he's going to be going to a third. Just really irate direction. But yeah, nothing too fancy or out of play at the quite moment in time. Currently going to be waiting on a gas and then a pull for Warlock. We do got the barracks finishing up for Roro. Not quite sure what he did with that drone. I swear I seen one. Must have been a misclicked drone. Do have the Reaper about halfway finished up, and it will be sending it across the map. Yeah, currently we do have nice direction. Warlock looks like he's just gonna be macroing out and pretty much playing defensive at the current moment, anyways. You got the Reaper about halfway across the map, and it's just going to be poking in and getting a little scout off. If he tries to do a little bit more than that, we'll have to look at him a little sideways. Major thing for this Reaper is just get that little scout off. If you can get a drone or two, it's worth it, but that is not your major goal. Your major goal is just to get a little scout off, see exactly where your opponent is going, and you do not want to lose that Reaper. Very good job saving it. You got the command center finishing up in position, and it does look like Warlock will be looking at it as it is finishing up as well. We do got the Queen chasing a little bit too far off creep, but it is going to be getting that drone out to get blocked by that SCV. You got an eBay block coming on. I guess every second helps. I'm not quite sure if it was worth that mineral loss though. Technically, 25 plus 6 is 31 minerals lost. Do have Metabolic Boost finishing up, and it's actually going to be helping Warlock get these lings up and around this map a little bit quicker. Maybe he'll be able to gain a little bit of map control with those lings. At least catch up to this Reaper. Yeah, currently there is 29 SCV or 28 SCVs to 29 drones. Currently 4 lings to the 7 Marines, and that's the difference is the 3 Queens. We do have our third about 3/4 way done, and the Roach Warren finishing up. It does look like Warlock will be scouting out his opponent's Marine heavy army. Alright, we'll watch their caster for a little while, see how he likes to observe things. It looks like he's stuck on some Marines. These Marines must be telling some secrets because they're not moving away from them. Alright, sorry about that. I am missing a whole lot of action on the bottom right hand corner as we do got the Marine drops coming in, taking down 4 drones. Very nice stutter step coming from these Marines. And we've got these lings trying to catch up to the backside of it. We do got a couple bows going down, but we do have the medevacs picking up every single unit and running away. Very good attack coming from Row. Row. But yeah, as I said earlier, we will be playing 3 of the 4 games tonight. Sadly, we cannot finish this series for you unless we do go 3-0. So we can always hope for the best, but and they're not selling to our system. Currently, we do got these Marines actually hitting a nice little corner, but the bio does just barely misses on that medevac. But we do have Warlock pushing across the map, and he is not going to be slowing down by none. It looks like he is going to be telling his opponent a few little things. As we do got that third actually taking a grip load of damage. It looks like Warlock is not going to be slowing down. He wants to be doing a lot of damage on this other side of the map. And we do have the one little Widowmine doing a little bit of damage, but not enough damage to do enough. Do got a couple vials going down on that Widowmine, but nothing's going down on this Liberator, as we do have the third going down for Warlock on the other side of the map. But there's a lot of Marines trying to hold it back, and everything is shooting down at the SCVs as we got 18, 20 SCVs going down. Warlock is actually going to be losing his third on top of this as well, and he is going to be trying to pick up everything and everything he can off any and everything he can. We do have a total of 26 SCVs going down, as Warlock just barely lost his third. Well, not barely, but he still lost his third. And there's a nice little army, 0-0 Marines, and he is going to be salvaging both his bunkers to get a little bit of a money flow, as we do have this forward Marine getting met up by a couple Lings, as there is an actual Widowmine up here as well, and it's actually going to be very hard. Oh no, we got a lot of Lings actually going down to that one little Widowmine. Very good bait coming from Roro. Looks like both players are actually going to be stabilizing a little bit better, and it looks like Ro is just going to be hiding behind his bunkers, as he's going to be using well, just single attacking, well, trying a multi-pronged attack. We do got these Lings actually getting able to pick off that Widowmine, and these Medevacs are helping these Marines stay alive against the legs. Currently do got the Liberator coming in on the backside of this Concussor itself. It's finishing up. It's finishing up. And the one Queen is not going to be enough, so he is actually going to have to pull a couple of his workers off of it. And he was not able to save the one drone's life. I hate when people ping me when they know that I'm casting. Seriously, you know I'm casting, but you're still going to ping me. Expect me to reply to you? No. Not happening, buddy. I am casting. Currently, you do got this third getting cleaned up by Warlock, but we do have a nice little attack coming across the middle of the map, trying to put Warlock on his backside, as he is going to be expanding behind this. Good little scan to get down all the creep tumors. You got these Lings trying to do a little run by, as they are going to be going into the third of Roro. Roro. I'm assuming that's the name. These Lings are not really quite enough. He's going to need some Banglings if he's really going to want to do some damage. He definitely has the gas for the Banglings, but he is not quite queuing them up as much as one should. He is definitely a better player than myself, so I cannot say too much on it. But we do got +1 melee attack finishing up, or trying to catch up to Rose or the Blue and Terrans 1-1. We do got well placed Widowmines. Looks like our Blue Terran user is going to be pushing across and down. Really nothing back at home. So this is really going to be all or nothing right here, I feel. Currently is up to 60 supply, so he's in a very good position. Damn near 80 supply. Okay, it's only 70. And it's never good when you are a Zerg and you are down on supply against a Terran that is already pre-splitting. And it looks like Warlock is trying to buy as much time as he can, but he is not doing any type of split. And everything is just going to be bottlenecking up here, and it's actually going to be very hard for Warlock to push through that little gap. You got the two Banglings actually getting focused down as well, as the Roach Den does go down. Good game is called, as the Blue Terran user does take the game. But yeah, just looking at the graph, we're going to really see where Blue dominated. I feel it was really coming down to the army value. Once Warlock was not able to punish him, he was actually forced to try what he wanted. No, I'm good, buddy. We're a little bit too late to get a co-caster in here. We only got one game left. One game left is not really a reason to get a co-caster in here. Next time, if you get a hold of me before we go live and everything, we have no problem. But not this time. But yeah, it's going to be on Juggernaut, a Protoss against Zerg. A very, very interesting map, let alone matchup. In my eyeballs, as we do see the map stats on that one, it is actually in favor for Zerg with a commanding 57.7%. Crazy. Normally, maybe you didn't make it yet. We must still be in the last one. Alright, once we get the players loaded up, we will be hopping right into it. Oh, where is my lightning at? Bam. Alright, we will be hopping it right into it. I do apologize about the downtime. It does happen to the best of us in the worst occasions. Alright, it is going to be a Protoss versus Zerg on Jagannatha. Very interesting map. As I said, I do like how the third and the fourth technically stays along the bottom. A lot of players like to go outwards, as other players like to stay on the bottom. Usually preference is the race base. Just depends. We'll have to see where these players want to take it. But without further ado, let's hop into it. Oh, I do that like every other time now. The button on that one when it's on the team, and when I'm on my personal one, it's this one, so I confuse myself. But without further ado, spawning in the top right-hand corner, representing GdA, we have Vasavarana. Yeah, I'm very bad at names. We've learned that a long time ago. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, representing, remember the game, Doom Squad, we have Lightning. We'll have to see exactly how Vasavarian, our red Zerg user, wants to play this. It's actually going to be very interesting to see, as we all know what type of player Lightning is. But yeah, once we get the general idea on where this game is going to be going, we'll have to see where the interesting portions get. We do got a hatchery block coming out for Lightning, a very good hatch block indeed, and he is not going to be giving it up too easily, as his opponent is just going to be running right towards the third and putting down that hatchery over there. It looks like we're going to have Nexus before Gateway, or Cybercore, my bad. It's been a very long day. I do apologize about that. But as long as you guys know what I'm talking about, it works. But technically, we do got a Nexus going down, followed by the Cybercore. 135 is the normal timing that Cybercore should go down. I do like the spacing that Lightning kind of forces his opponent to go into. Kind of forces him to go into a fast third, or really have some time to spend his drones all the way over there. But yeah, we do got Metabolic Boost started up, as we do got these drones actually walking the long way to the third. We do got the one Adept started up as well. But yeah, we do got the starport going down for Lightning. We do got the Nexus finishing up, and a third hatchery finished, or started up, I mean, for our red Zerg user. We do got metabolic boost about halfway done. And we do got the little bit of saturation on this third, but mainly it's going to be going into the lane count. Currently 4 more lanes in production, as well with the queen. But yeah, we'll have to see exactly where these players want to go from here. Currently it is looking very, very standard, as we do got our red Zerg user getting a very good scout on our opponent, or on Lightning's natural. Got these links coming in, and they can actually take down this adept because there is no shield battery here, and it's actually going to be up to Lightning to actually put down a full block, and he's not able to put down the block in time. And there's actually only one unit here, and he's actually focusing down on Overlord, and this is actually going to be really hard, but he is actually able to do the mineral stack, and my dog's going to get beat. And we do got these lings actually causing some havoc back at Lightning's natural main, whatever this base is, as we do got the Void Raid popping, and actually is able to deter this attack. We do got the forward Overlord going down as well, and it is actually going to be supply blocking the red Zerg user at the current moment in time. Our second tumor has gone down 4.5 minutes into the game. The creep spread is not as good as it could be. Like I said, these players are definitely better than myself, so I should not be criticizing them, but any criticism is better than nothing. We do got a couple lanes running across the map as well, and this Void Ray will be getting pushed back by the 2 queens as well. But yeah, we do got an actual Ling wanna try by run by, and it is actually going to be forced back as well. But we do got this Void Ray actually poking around and actually seeing exactly what type of direction his opponent is going into, and he is not going to be backing up with these Void Rays by none. He is actually going to be pushing forward, and there's actually a shield battery here, so he will be able to hold anything inside of this. And we do have the 4 depths at the third as well, so these lings will not be able to do any type of damage, and they're just pretty much lost. You got the queens actually coming in, very good micro coming out from our red Zerg user, and it's actually going to be forcing fucking Lightning to back up and actually force him to retreat. Very good direction coming from our red Zerg user. We got the third about 3/4 or 4/5 of the way finished up. We do got the actual Twilight Council as well, as we do have a supply block coming from Lightning, and he is still just building buildings and not pylons. Build pylons. We do got the 2 pylons actually going down at the current moment in time. But yeah, a lot of lanes at the third, natural, 5th, whatever. But yeah, with this many lanes, it actually looks back at it as that many less drones. But with him already having 60 workers, I'm not quite sure how many more drones he would want. We do got this link attack coming into the third of Lightning, and it's actually going to be pushed back into nothing. You got the 2 Void Rays actually trying to do a lot of damage up top on the top side, as we do got 2 more queens coming in, and once again Lightning is not able to take down any of these queens, as Transfuse is a little bit too powerful. You got the links coming into the third of Lightnings, and it's actually going to be taking down these adepts since there is no overcharge put down onto the shield battery, and that is actually going to be giving the red Zerg user a very good position in this. We do got the 2 Void Rays getting recalled back, and he is actually going to be trying his hardest to send these over to defend his third. We do got a couple Hydros actually coming in as well, and it's actually going to be very hard for Lightning to hold this with just a couple Void Rays and nothing else on top of it. Currently there is 6 Void Rays, 1 stock, and the 4 Zealots, but it's all going to come down to placement and irrigation. We do have these Zealots actually getting on top of everything, and it's actually going to be very punishable. Very good defense coming from our orange Protoss user, as these Zealots are actually going to be the game changer. Zealots not know if they want to dirt forward or derp up, and they're actually going to be pushed back by Lightning. A very good hold indeed, as we are looking at Lightning catch back up and actually push out at the current moment in time. We do got Spines finishing up. Group Spines actually give the range to the Hydros, give them +1 range. Very cool upgrade indeed. Makes these Hydros a little bit more potent. We do have a couple Lings and Hydros with the Roaches as well, and I'm not quite sure if this is going to be enough to hold this. That is quite a bit of Void Rays, and he's actually going to be pushing this back quite a bit, quite easily, to tell you the truth. Very good play coming from Red Zerg user. Lightning does not want to engage into this, as he's just going to be running back as fast as he can. Do got the couple lanes going into the third of Lightning, and it's going to be pushed back. It looks like the Sovereign is actually going to be in position for this. He's actually going to be doing a nice little concave, and these voids are going to really have nowhere to go, and he's not actually able to. Oh, he is actually able to cancel it with the cost of the 1 void ray. Very good play coming from Lightning, but it is instantly put right back down. We do got a couple banglings actually running into this, as we do got Lightning trying his hardest to actually run around with these Zealots to take as little damage as one can take. You got double robo, well, the second robo finishing up for Lightning. We do got 2 starports and a robotics bay as well. Robotics. But yeah, nice little direction coming from Lightning. Once he got up to a certain amount of void rays, he actually stopped playing with them. Very good direction or game sense coming from him. And the DPS of these Hydras are just phenomenal. It's actually going to be really hard for him to hold this, as he is actually going to be coming in for a counterplay. Actually going to be focusing down the Spore before he's actually going to be running back. We do got 2 more falling. 2 more Void Rays falling. Okay, 1 more Void Ray falling. Dude can't even count. We got Psy Storm finishing up in 9 seconds. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be finished up before he sends him out. And he is actually going to be getting luck of that Storm. These Colossus are actually the game changer in this. Currently there is no storms being thrown down, but I do feel like the Colossus is a game-changing motion. It is actually going to be pushing Red Zerg user back at the current moment in time. Very good direction coming from Lightning to give his opponent a new thing to look at. Currently we do got the 1 Void Ray still on the top side of the map, as Lightning looks like he's going to be pushing out with all this Storm, Colossus, and the Archon with a couple Zealots as well. Currently we do have the 14 Zealots, 4 Stalkers, 1 Archon, 1 Void Ray, and the 5 High Templars. And we do got another Colossus, the other Colossus actually trying to get sniped off by these Lings. Very good save coming from Orange Protoss user. Yeah, we do got a couple banglings actually going to be going across onto the 4th or the 5th. Yeah, the 4th of Lightning in his 5th position. Some players like to call this their 4th, but Lightning is making that his 4th today. We do got a couple cannons actually being able to block this down, as we do got. Oh, I'm already zoomed out. Oh no! Okay, we do got 1 nice little storm going down. We do got these Colossus actually going to town, and it's really going to come down to any force field, but there's no force field, so it's going to come down to the micro of these Zealots. You're going to have to make sure that the Zealots stay on back, as the Archons stay up front, with the Colossus in the middle, and it's going to be a little surround coming from every which direction, and it's going to come down to these High Templars that had no chance. Only 1 storm did go down, and everything else was obliterated by these banglings. +1 is finishing up for Protoss right before he hit, or right after he hit. Very demeaning attack right there coming from Lightning. If he was actually able to hold it off until his upgrade was done and he was able to split his High Templars, that would have been it would have been a different direction in that manner, but he was not able to split his High Templars before those Banglings came in, and it's all going to come down to these Disruptor shots. And we do got these Lings actually sneaking right into the main of Lightning, and this is actually going to be game ending right there with him losing all these probes. Currently, we do got the 5 probes, 10 drones, 25 SCVs. Now, we do got the 14 probes actually going down at the current moment in time, and it's going to be putting Lightning on the clock, as we do have the rest of the army going over towards the 4th of Lightning. He is actually going to be able to clean this up, but not before the 4th is actually going to be getting attacked. And everything is getting pulled to the right hand side, trying to hold this as much as he can. And we do got it going down as well. Red Zerg user is actually doing a very good job keeping control of this game and making his opponent feel the Zerg's overwhelmness. Currently, we do got the 34 Lings and 2 Hydros and only the 12 Banglings to only, oh, that's in production, darn, units on the field. Currently, we do got the 46 probes to the 75 drones. Currently, 23 Zealots, 24 Archon, my bad, only 4 Archon. 1 Colossus and 3 Disruptors with 3 High Templars and the Void Ray. It's really going to be coming down to the perfect storms and disruptor shots as well as execution. We do got 1 disruptor shot going down, actually taking down quite a bit. We got the 2nd disruptor shot just going ham on all of these units. It's really going to come down to execution as I am trying to get my point across. We do have a couple of Zealots just sitting out front, and the Banglings are actually able to take this down pretty easily if he's not careful. And it does look like Lightning does not want to overextend. He is just trying to be slowing it down and trying to get a footing. Once again, we got another Ling run by, and it's actually going to be canceling the 5th or the 4th, or whatever base we're going to call that by now, from Lightning, as everything is going to be Banglinged in here, and all of his Zealots are actually stuck on the front, and Banglings are actually going to be doing the job. When I would say that's a good game, but he is definitely not going to be giving it up yet. He never does, and I do not blame him for it. Nobody ever wants to give it up. He is in a very bad position at the current moment in time, though, as we do got the Banglings coming in on the bottom right-hand base of Lightning's. 8 more probes do go down. Currently, 46 workers in total have gone down to 0 of the Red Zerg user, and I feel that is really the difference of this game right there, was the worker count getting beat up on. Currently, we do got the 1 disruptor shot trying his hardest to take down all these Lings. But yeah, we do got the 1 little storm actually going down. The 2nd one was a little bit of a whiff, but that 1st one was actually money. It really comes down to execution, and with those Banglings being in the mix and those Zealots being up front, it really made it hard for Lightning in both situations, in a sense of trying to get down those storms. And I feel that was really the game changer, in the sense of no army or no drones were killed, and then the storms really didn't get off any volleys of any High Templars didn't get any storm volleys off. But yeah, we do got a couple Archers on the field as well, with the 8 Banglings and 26 Lings, and we do got a couple good little storms and disruptor ball, but it was not enough to hold it. So we are going to be going into a to be continued series. Currently, I heard player number 4 was not going to be able to play. Apparently, that game was set up for a different day. So we are currently down 1-2, with the next game being finished up at a different moment in time. But as you see, the Army Value tab is definitely a back and forth game all over. But the resource collection is where I feel that the game really changed peak at, when your opponent is taking out 46 of your workers and you're unable to take down any of his. Every little forward attack you did or aggression move you did was pushed back with ease by the Zerg user. It was really putting it lightly. It It was well played, but till next time, all we can do is smile and say we'll get them. But as I said, we are currently missing players. I'm assuming Happy and the guy losing is actually going to be happening on a different day. I do apologize that we were not able to finish up this series for you guys. We did bring you 3 of the 4, maybe 3 of the 5 if remember the game can bring it back. But as you see, the Colossus was definitely the hero unit, and wasn't enough. It truly wasn't. Better luck next time. Good game, well played. But we are done for the day. We're not. Well, I guess we could leave it on be right back. But no, we definitely won't be right. But we will be back later this week for the last match, is what their captain is saying. So I do apologize for that. But it happens to the best of us. We will be getting you guys hosted up real soon. But for